Hello, my name is Gregory. I'm a full-stack developer at a fintech company.
My name is Tim. I am a teacher.
My name is Anna. I'm a director, a manager, and an actress at my own little theater that I started 32 years ago after my acting career. I'm young at heart, but I have to admit time has taken its toll. My eyesight is getting weaker. I work with scripts a lot and easily get tired of looking at books with small print. I find it very helpful when I can tweak my gadgets to my liking, increase font size, add brightness, even contrast. My kids have taught me how to do all that. I order deliveries on time so I can spend more time with my grandkids. I read the news. I like to stay in touch with my friends. Not all sites adapt when the font size is increased. The page content doesn't always fit on the screen. The layout breaks down, and I can't find what I need. Visiting such sites is inconvenient. I prefer sites where everything is simple and easy.
I was born blind. My aunt and uncle brought me up. They did everything they could to help me adapt. My aunt helped me train my hearing. She would have me watch TV shows with her. I learned to understand what was going on by listening to the voices and differentiating between the characters. I'm a psychology professor at a university now. I also help visually impaired people to get oriented and to adapt. The world around us is not adapted for the visually impaired, just as most websites and apps are not. That's why I use a white cane and special utilities for the visually impaired. I'm always on my phone so I can connect with my friends and colleagues. The screen of my phone is always off. It often surprises people around me. Sometimes they try to help me by adjusting the brightness of my screen. Special screen reader and haptic feedback allow me to navigate. Usually I listen to text at 4 times the normal speed. Sighted people aren't accustomed to that. There are devices that help visually impaired people to use computers. For example, the Braille display. It allows you to read information from sites and apps by touch. The problem is that not all visually impaired people know Braille, and the price of such devices is substantial. Smartphones and laptops are more accessible. Almost everybody has them. There are still quite a lot of sites that lack proper semantic markup, and also many buttons lack labels. Without the help of a sighted person, I would not be able to make a purchase online or recognize the car number of the taxi ordered through an app. We need more inclusive designs, which take into account the different experiences of people.
I took an unfortunate dive that resulted in a neck bone fracture. I was 16 then. Doctors told me that a positive outcome for me would be the ability to breathe on my own. It happened 30 years ago, and since then, I have been in a wheelchair. In 1998, my parents bought my brother and me our first PC. I began studying HTML and PHP, and soon I realized that's what I wanted to do. Then there was Python. At first, I worked on some projects on my own, and after a while, it became my full-time job. Nowadays, I'm a full-stack developer at a US-based fintech startup. I develop financial instruments and integration of payment services in the application. It's hard to get used to new keyboards, so I have been using the same laptop for quite a while. It's important for me to be able to move the cursor with arrow keys. I reassign keyboard shortcuts extensively and try to minimize touchpad input. It's really annoying when the page has UI elements that I cannot navigate to using the keyboard. And if I cannot switch between input fields with the tab key, filling out a form can take several hours. More and more programs support speech recognition these days, but I don't use them because I want to stay in good shape and not get lazy. I can't imagine my life without a computer. I hope that one day technology will become available to all people with disabilities. Radar Payments, developing with people in mind.